What's going on there, movie lovers, and welcome back to another Adventure Outpost video. It is now time for part 2 of my movie collection. In the previous video, we did our box sets, our boutique labels, our Spielberg, our Disney. In another video, we did our complete steelbook. In this one, we are running through everything in from A to Z, all of my Blu-rays and my 4Ks. We're not going to waste any time with all the intros and the hooplas because we got a shitload of movies to get through, so we're just going to dive right into it. I separate mine by genre, so we're going to kick it off here with action, and then we're going to move through all of our genres as we go through. We got action, we got animation, we got comedy, we got drama, we got family, we've got horror, we've got musicals, I believe is after horror, we've got romantic comedies, we've got sci-fi, we've got superheroes, we've got thrillers. Then we've got war, and finally Western. So those are all the big genres that I separate all my things into. I think eventually I'm going to switch it up again and we'll just go back to alphabetical, or I might switch it up again, maybe do by studio. I don't know. I like to switch it up every now and again. But for now, this is what it's in. It's in our genre. So we're going to kick it off with our action genre. And we kick it off with the movie Two Guns. We've got 3 Days to Kill. Solid little Kevin Costner movie there. We've got 47 Ronin, our first 4K in the mix. We've got 48 Hours and another 48 Hours. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one. We've got 300. We've got 300 Rise of an Empire. I was able to catch both of those in theaters. We've got the 355. Saw that bad boy in theaters as well. We've got A Good Day to Die Hard. Saw that bad boy in theaters, unfortunately. We've got The A-Team. We've got Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, a book that I loved and a movie that I did not like. We've got, actually just watched this today while I was working on my house, Air Force one of the best 90s action movies around. We've got Ambulance. It was a solid little action movie released last year. We've got American Assassin. We've got Angel Has Fallen. You gotta love a good Gerard Butler action movie right there. We've got Anna. Still have to watch that movie. We've got Atomic Blonde, which is a fantastic action movie. We've got Ava. This is a solid little Jessica Chastain movie. This came out on Netflix, and I was surprised when we actually got physical media release for that, but I was super excited. Wish more streaming movies would physically release their movies. We've got Baby Driver, absolute classic. We've got Bad Boys for Life. We've got The Book of Eli. We've got Bullet Train, one of my favorite action movies from last year. We've got Charlie's Angels. It's a terrible movie, but if I saw the movie in theaters, I've got to own it. So obviously we still have to pick that bad boy up. We've got the original Clash of the Titans. I loved this movie as a kid. It was one of my favorite movies. We've got The Commuter. We've got Conan the Barbarian, the Jason Momoa movie. We've got Contraband. I haven't seen that one. And we've got Coogan's Bluff, Clint Eastwood classic. I haven't seen that one either. We've got The Contractor. I haven't seen that. We got Cop Shop, another solid Gerard Butler movie. We got Dante's Peak, one of my favorite disaster movies. We've got the original Die Hard, an absolute classic. We've got Drive Angry. I've yet to see that movie. We've got Escape Plan. It's a solid little movie. We've got The Expendables. We've got The Expendables 2, and we've got The Expendables 3. We've got Fast 9. We've got Faster. We've got First Blood. Free Fire. This is an underrated freaking action movie right there. If you haven't seen that, you should absolutely check that movie out. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and G.I. Joe Retaliation. The Gauntlet is another underrated Clint Eastwood movie. That movie would actually be pretty solid for a remake to make today. That would be a solid one. Gemini Man, absolutely hilarious movie. What if young Will Smith fought old Will Smith? We've got The Gentleman, fantastic Guy Ritchie movie. Colin Farrell is an absolute gem in that movie. Gods of Egypt, god-awful movie, but goddamn it is it entertaining. The 2014 Godzilla. We got Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And then we've got Godzilla vs. Kong. I also have the Steelbook for Godzilla vs. Kong. The Great Wall, another just ridiculously entertaining movie. We got The Green Hornet. We've got Greenland. You know me, I'm a sucker for a Gerard Butler movie. We got Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. Not so great of a movie. We've got the Dwayne Johnson Hercules. We've got the Hitman's Bodyguard. This one's fine enough. The one that sucks is the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. But saw it in theaters, so gotta own it. We got Hobbs and Shaw. We've got Homefront. Honest Thief. The Hunt for the Red October. Great movie. Hunter Killer. Gerard Butler, baby. He's a king. The Huntsman, Winter's War. Immortals. I haven't seen that movie. Infinite. Unfortunately, I don't know why I picked that one up. I got it for cheap, so obviously we had to do it eventually, but it was a god-awful movie. Inside Man. Into the Storm. Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit. John Wick. John Wick Chapter 2. John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. All great movies. I can't wait for the new one. We got The Kingsman, The Secret Service. And we've got The Kingsman, The Golden Circle. I have the steelbooks of those two as well. We got Night and Day. Underrated Tom Cruise movie right there. We got Kong, Skull Island. It's a fine enough movie. The Last Stand. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can never go wrong with that man. Legend. This is a very weird and wild movie. We've got The Legend of Tarzan. Absolutely interesting movie right there. We've got London Has Fallen. Gerard Butler, baby. We got Machete Kills. We've got the Mad Max Anthology. Comes with Mad Max, The Road Warrior, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and Mad Max Fury Road. And then I've also got Mad Max Fury Road again. Got The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Underrated action movie right there. The Man with the Iron Fists. We got The Marksman. Liam Neeson doing Liam Neeson. And then we've got Mechanic Resurrection. I've actually never seen that movie. We've got Mission Impossible 3. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. And Mission Impossible Fallout. I want to get that like box collector's set of it, but I think I'll just wait because with Dead Reckoning coming out, I'm sure they're going to put one out once that movie's on a physical media. So I'm going to wait. Also, if I could find them all in like slips single, I would take that also, but I'm not like itching and racing to get that yet. When I come across it, that's when I'll do it. We got Monster Hunter. That was a movie. Mortal Kombat. I also have the steelbook of that. We've got the Mummy Ultimate Collection, which is all of the Mummy movies. The first one, Mummy Returns, and Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. The first Mummy is one of my favorite movies of all time. The other ones are not. And then we've got the Tom Cruise Mummy, unfortunately. We got Navy SEALs, just absolutely ridiculous action movie. We got Need for Speed, an underrated, great action movie. That movie was so much more entertaining than I ever expected it to be. We got The Nice Guys, another classic right there. Ryan Gosling has never been funnier. We got Nobody. This was a solid movie that came out last, I think it was 2021 that came out. Non-Stop, another Liam Neeson doing Liam Neeson stuff. We got The November Man, Pierce Brosnan. Gerard Butler, baby, Olympus Has Fallen. Absolute classic right there. We got Patriot Games, Harrison Ford as Jack Ryan. I love this movie. We got the remake of Point Break, just fucking terrible. We got Pompeii, fucking, that was a movie. We got The Protege, it was a fine little action movie. We got the Raid Collection, which is The Raid and The Raid 2. I've only seen the first one, but goddamn, is that a good movie. We've got Rambo, First Blood Part 2. We've got Red. Robin Hood, the Russell Crowe Robin Hood, and then we've got the Taron Egerton Robin Hood. This movie is hilariously silly. Rock and Roller. Ronin, one of the best car chases in a movie. We've got the Rush Hour trilogy. We got Safe. We got San Andreas. Savages. I hate this movie, but I saw it in theaters, so I have to own it. And then we've got Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Rounding off the last ones, we got the 2019 Shaft, the latest Shaft that came out. It's actually better than I thought it would be. Skyscraper, ridiculous movie. Snake Eyes, ridiculous movie, but entertaining. Spectre, probably my least favorite of the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. Speed, one of the best action movies of all time. Sucker Punch, that's a movie. The Sum of All Fears, and then we've also got the 4K release of The Sum of All Fears. It's actually a better movie than I thought it would be. The Taken, Taken 2, still looking for Taken 3. We got the Tomb Raider 2-movie collection. Those are movies. Gerard Butler's in one of those. That's right. That he is. 999. I've yet to see that movie. Uncharted. Unhinged. This movie is wild. Russell Crowe, just fucking fantastic in it. We got Unstoppable. This is another underrated action movie. Tony Scott, may he rest in peace. Warcraft. The Warriors. Fucking love this movie. White House Down. Without Remorse. The Woman King. And finishing off the action pile is XXX, The Return of Xander Cage. Just a wildly entertaining movie. Now we move on to our animation section. We kick it off with the Angry Birds movie. The Bad Guys. The Boss Baby Family Business. I gotta get the first Boss Baby. I gotta get the second Angry Birds. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I love animation, so I'm trying to collect as much of it as I can. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, one of my favorite movies. Animation movies, not overall. The Croods. The Croods, A New Age. This is actually way better than I expected it to be. DC League of Super Pets. The First Despicable Me. The Second Despicable Me. And Despicable Me 3. We got Freebirds. Happy Feet 2. Gotta get the first Happy Feet. I've never seen Happy Feet 2. How to Train Your Dragon 2. The first How to Train Your Dragon I have is a steelbook, but I would like the slipcover one to just go with these ones. That was the second one, and then I got How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. I love the How to Train Your Dragon series. We got Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, and Ice Age, Continental Drift. Gotta get the other ones. We've got The Iron Giant, absolute classic right there. Kubo and the Two Strings, I love that movie. Kung Fu Panda, Kung Fu Panda 2, and Kung Fu Panda 3. We got The Legends of the Guardians. I still have to watch that movie. Got the Lego Batman movie. And we've got the Lego movie. The Lego movie Part 2 I have on Steelbook. We got the Lorax. We got Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa. I got to get the first Madagascar. And I got Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. We got Megamind. We got the Minions movie. And then we've got the Minions Rise of Gru. We've got Mitchell's vs. the Machines. This was a great movie that was actually released on Netflix. We got Mr. Peabody and Sherman. We've got the Peanuts movie. We've got the Penguins of Madagascar. We got Planet 51. I've actually never seen that one. We got Puss in Boots. I got to get the upgrade to the 4K one that just came out. And then I can't wait for the new one. Puss in Boots Last Wish was a great movie. We've got Rio. We've got Rio 2. I actually have never seen either of those. Move that over a little bit. We got Rise of the Guardians. We got Ron's Gone Wrong. We've got Sausage Party. We've got Scoob. We've got The Secret Life of Pets. The second one I have on Steelbook. We've got Shrek 2. First Shrek I have on Steelbook. We've got Sing. We've got Sing 2. We've got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Fucking phenomenal movie. We've got Spies in Disguise. I've actually never seen that movie. We've got SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. I gotta get the first SpongeBob movie. We've got the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. And then finishing us off for animation, we've got Storks. Comedy is probably our biggest pile yet. We kick it off with 21 and over. We've got 22 Jump Street. I got to get 21. When I say I got to get these movies, I just mean I got to get them in Blu-ray form. I have them all on DVD. I just got to upgrade them. We've got The 40-Year-Old Virgin. We've got A Bad Mom's Christmas. We've got A Million Ways to Die in the West. We've got Action Point. We've got Adventureland. Love this movie. This is actually based on the Adventureland that is in my hometown here on Long Island. We've got American Pie. We've got American Pie 2. And we've got American Wedding. We've got Anchorman, The Legend Continues. This is the sequel. I got to get the first one. We've got Bad Grandpa. We've got the first Bad Moms. We've got Bad Santa 2. I got to get the first one. We've got Bad Teacher. We've got Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. Actually, I thought this movie was going to be terrible. Actually turned out to be pretty damn funny. We've got Baywatch. We've got this movie, The Big Year. I've never seen it. We've got Beetlejuice. We've got Beverly Hills Cop. And then Beverly Hills Cop 2. I guess these could also go in action, I guess, depending on how you want to do it. But they always seemed more comedy movies to me than action movies. I mean, there's action in it, but it seems like comedy comes first with Eddie Murphy. So I put them here in comedy. We've got Blended. We've got Blockers. We've got The Campaign. We've got Central Intelligence. We've got Chef, fantastic Jon Favreau movie right there. We got Chips, stupid comedy that makes me laugh. We've got Christmas Vacation. We've got City Heat. This is a solid little Clint Eastwood movie right there. We've got Clerks 3. I got to get the other two upgraded. This movie was just terrible, unfortunately. We got Coming to America. I have the first one on Steelbook. We picked this one up just because it came out, so might as well have the set, even though this movie was terrible. We got Daddy's Home. And then we got the much better Daddy's Home 2. Love Daddy's Home 2. We got Dinner for Schmucks. We got Dirty Grandpa. We got The Disaster Artist. Got Dope. This movie is, as the title suggests, dope. We got The Dream Team. We got Due Date. We got Dumb and Dumber 2. I gotta upgrade the first one and the prequel. We got Entourage, the movie. We got Every Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can. Clint Eastwood movies where he just pals around with an orangutan. Yeah. We got Everybody Wants Some. We've got Extract. Fist Fight. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, one of my favorite comedies of all time. We got Friday, absolute classic. Game Night. Get Hard. Get 'Em to the Greek. Good Boys. The Hangover Part 2. The Hangover Part 3. I gotta get the first one. The Happy Time Murders. Fucking silly movie. The Heat. I haven't seen this. Heathers. Horrible Bosses 2. I've got to upgrade the first one. Hot Tub Time Machine 2. I've got to upgrade the first one. Identity Thief. The Interview. Is That a Gun in Your Pocket? Jack and Jill. Unfortunately. Jackass Forever. I got to get all the other ones upgraded. We got The Jerk. Absolute classic right there. We got Johnny English. We got Johnny English Returns. Reborn. Johnny English Reborn. We got Just Go With It. We got Just Married. Keanu. Keeping Up with the Joneses. Knocked Up. Land of the Lost. Little Fockers. I gotta upgrade the other ones. The Lost City. was a fun movie from last year. Magic Mike XXL. I got to upgrade the first one. Actually, I've never seen that either. Major League, classic sports movie. Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Mordecai, never seen that. Neighbors. Neighbors 2. The Night Before. Ocean's 8. I gotta upgrade all the other ones. This movie, trash, but saw it in theaters, so I gotta own it. Office Christmas Party, underrated. The Other Guys, hilarious comedy right there. Pain and Gain. Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect 2. Gotta get the third one upgraded. We got Pop Star, hilarious movie. The Replacements, another great sports movie. We got Ride Along, well, sports comedy, that's why it's there. We got Ride Along 2. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, even though that should probably go in musicals. St. Vincent. We got Sex Tape. We got Smokey and the Bandit, baby. Classic. We got Snatched. We got Spy. Stuber. Super Troopers 2. Gotta upgrade the first one. Tag. Hilarious comedy right there. Talladega Nights. Tammy. Never seen this one. We got Ted. Ted 2. There's Something About Mary. Classic right there. Tower Heist. Trainwreck. Up in the Air. The Vacation remake actually was not as bad to me as I thought it was going to be. Vengeance, which was B.J. Novak's directorial debut, which was a really solid movie from last year. Wanderlust, pretty terrible movie, but has some really hilarious Paul Rudd moments in it. One of my favorite comedies of all time, Wedding Crashers. And finishing us off in the comedy department is Jim Carrey's Yes Man. Now we move on to the drama section. We kick it off with 8 Mile, 12 Years a Slave, The 33, 127 Hours, A Perfect World, Aftermath, The Age of Adeline, All the Money in the World, Almost Famous, one of my favorite movies of all time. I also have the steelbook of this. American Gangster, American Made, American Sniper, Apollo 13, Argo, The Banshees of Inisherin, one of my favorite movies from last year, Belfast, The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, Big Fish, The Big Short, Birdman, Black Klansman, The Blue Bayou, I actually have yet to see that movie, and Bohemian Rhapsody. Don't even get me started on that movie. We got Bombshell. We got Boyhood. I haven't seen Boyhood. Breaking. This was a great movie from last year. Brooklyn. Brothers. I haven't seen this movie. Burnt. This is actually a very underrated movie. Call Me By Your Name. That's a movie. The Call of the Wild. Captain Phillips. Carlito's Way. Casablanca, my favorite movie of all time. Casino. Collateral Beauty. Cry Macho. I haven't seen that movie. The Danish Girl. I haven't seen that movie. Danny Collins. I haven't seen that movie. Deepwater Horizon. There's a solid little disaster movie right there. Dog. Don John. Elvis Presley. That's a movie and a half. Everything Must Go. I've never seen that movie. Exodus, Gods and Kings. That's something. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Freaking fantastic Jessica Chastain performance. The Father. Fantastic Anthony Hopkins performance. 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, never seen it. Finding Forrester. I've never seen that either. We got First Man. 5 Feet Apart. Flight. Forrest Gump, baby. One of my favorite movies of all time. The Founder. Frank. That's a weird movie, but really good. Get On Up. I actually haven't seen this movie yet. Gifted. Great fucking movie. I love this movie. Gave us McKenna Grace. Gladiator. Fucking fantastic movie. The Good Lie. Never seen it. Gran Torino. The Green Book. The Green Knight. The Green Mile. Another Green Mile. The Hate U Give. The Help. Hereafter. Actually haven't seen that movie. Hidden Figures. House of Gucci. But why? The 100-Year Journey. The 100-Foot Journey. I actually haven't seen that movie. Hustlers. Great movie. In the Heart of the Sea. Jobs. I actually haven't seen that one yet. Judas and the Black Messiah. The Judge. Judy. The Judge, Judy. Look at how that works out. Just Mercy. The Last Castle. The Last Duel. Legend. Licorice Pizza. Life of Pi. Life of Pi. The Lighthouse. We've got Little Women. Lol. Never seen it. Manchester by the Sea. One of the most depressing movies I've ever watched in my life. The Many Saints of Newark. The Sopranos prequel. Mary, Queen of Scots. I still have yet to see this. I really wanted to see it, and I've just never gotten around to it. The Mauritanian. Me Before You. Never seen this movie. Minari. Molly's Game. Fantastic movie. Moonlight. I've yet to see this movie. The Mule. Yet to see that movie. Noah. That's a movie. The Northman. Fantastic movie. On the Basis of Sex. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Only the Brave. The Outsiders. Gonna do it for Johnny, man. Pan's Labyrinth. Patriots Day. People Like Us. I haven't seen this movie. Philadelphia. Pig. Yeah, still yet to see Pig. Promising Young Woman. My favorite movie of 2020. Public Enemies. Respect. Restless. I couldn't read that for a second. Restless. I haven't seen this movie. Requiem for a Dream. I haven't seen this. I know. I also have it on Steelbook, and I still haven't seen it. I got it twice. I still haven't seen it. It's one of those ones I always keep meaning to watch, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Roman J. Israel Esquire. Room. The Runaways. Saturday Night Fever. The Second Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. I haven't seen that. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I haven't seen that. Selma. I haven't seen Selma yet. Shawshank Redemption. one of the best movies of all time. She Said, haven't watched this yet. Silence, I haven't watched that yet. Spencer. Spotlight. Still Alice, I haven't seen that yet. Still Water, haven't seen that yet. Straight Outta Compton, great movie. Sully. Oh, I got a scratch. Got an itch. Tar, I've yet to see this. I actually just got this. I keep meaning to watch it, and I just haven't yet, but I will watch it before the Oscars. The Ten Commandments, fucking one of the best movies of all time. Theory of Everything. This Is Where I Leave You. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. 3,000 Years of Longing. That was a wild movie from last year. To Kill a Mockingbird, absolute classic. Love the book. Twilight series Breaking Dawn Part 1. This is the only one I have of these for whatever reason. I've never seen it. I've only ever seen the first Twilight movie. The Upside, I haven't seen that. Vice. The Walk. The Way Back. Where the Crawdads Sing. Whiplash, my favorite Damien Chazelle movie. White Boy Rick. It's one of the first movies where we saw Jonathan Majors start to turn up. Fucking dude's everywhere now. He's a legend. He's the man. And then we got The Wolf of Wall Street, last in the Drama Pile. I also have this on Steelbook. Kicking off the family section is Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Squeakquel. Never seen it. We've got the holiday Christmas specials. Comes with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Detective Pikachu. Dora and the Lost City of Gold. This movie is so much better than it had any right being. Elf, Christmas classic. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That one is solid. Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald is not. That one is brutal. And then I have the third one on Steelbook. We got Fred Claus. That's a movie. Got an absolute classic right there, The Goonies. We got Goosebumps. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Gulliver's Travels. I haven't seen that. We got Hop. I haven't seen that. We got The House with a Clock in Its Walls. This was a really good movie. We got Instant Family. This is a solid movie too. Jingle All the Way, one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. We've got Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, the other Jumanji movies I have on Steelbook. We got Lyle Lyle Crocodile, adorable movie from last year. We got Miracle on 34th Street. This is the 90s version. We got Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I've never seen that. We got Monster Trucks, classic movie right there. We got Night at the Museum. Night at the Museum, Battle for the Smithsonian, or Battle of the Smithsonian. And then the third one, Secrets of the Tomb, I believe it's called. Secret of the Tomb, yeah. First one's the only one worth watching. We got probably my favorite family movie of all time, Paddington 2. The movie's so fucking adorable. We got Paul Blart, Mall Cop. That's a movie. Peter Rabbit, fun family movie. And we got Peter Rabbit 2. Another solid little movie right there. We got Sonic the Hedgehog, the second one we have on Steelbook. We've got the original Space Jam, an absolute classic. And then whatever they want to call this, Space Jam: A New Legacy. We've got the Spiderwick Chronicles. Never seen that. We've got the 3-pack of the 3 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies from when I was a kid. And then we've got the remakes, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Those movies are fine. We got the Tom and Jerry movie. That's something. We got We Bought a Zoo. I've never seen it. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Absolute classic. Yogi Bear, never seen it. And finally finishing off the family pile is Zookeeper, which I've never seen. Now we move on to the horror section. And for somebody who just got back into horror in 2020, I'd say I've amassed myself a nice little pile here. We kick it off with 30 Days of Night, Annabelle Creation, Antebellum, I actually haven't seen that movie yet, The Black Phone, Bodies, 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 I haven't seen that yet. I actually just picked that one up the other day. Brightburn, The Candyman remake, The Conjuring, actually my favorite horror movie, The Conjuring 2, The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. We got Crawl. Really, this should go more in thrillers, because I got these all over the place. Because I have Crawl and horror, but then I got Beast and thriller. So like, and Jaws. Where do you put your shark attack movies, your animal movies? Like anytime you get an animal attacking it, where do you put it? Do you put it in horror? Do you put it in thriller? Where does it go? Let me know down below. I got them all over the place. We got The Crazies, Crimson Peak, Doctor Sleep. Fucking love that movie. Don't Breathe. Don't Breathe 2. Dracula Untold. Not really horror, but I guess with vampires it goes. Escape Room. Escape Room Tournament of Champions. I actually haven't seen either of the escape rooms. We've got The Evil Dead and The Evil Dead 2. I know I'm going to murder a lot of people, but I've never seen either of these. That's why when I saw it the other day for cheap, I just picked it up because I always wanted to watch them, and I'm happy that I'm going to be able to now, especially before Evil Dead Rise comes out. We've got Firestarter. We've got The Forever Purge. We got this 2-pack, which is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Bram Stoker's Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula I actually have the steelbook of. If I can just find the Arrow video of Frankenstein, I could actually sell this finally, because I love having them single. I don't really like having double packs like that. So it'd be nice if I could find the Arrow Frankenstein somewhere. We got Freaky. Friday the 13th. That was the remake. We got Get Out. I have all the other Friday the 13ths on steelbook, so that's where those all are. We've got the Halloween remake. We've got the horrible Halloween Kills. And the I somewhat enjoyed Halloween Ends. We've got I Know What You Did Last Summer. Insidious. That movie was fucking freaky. Insidious Chapter 2. Also fucking freaky. We got Chapter 3. I haven't seen this one yet. And we've got The Last Key, which I also haven't seen. So I got to watch those two before the 5th one comes out over this summer. We've got It. We've got It Chapter 2. It Follows. Knock Knock. This is one that could also technically go in thriller, but it's there for now. Krampus. The Last Exorcism. I haven't seen that movie. The Lost Boys. Absolute classic right there. Ma. I haven't seen that yet. Malignant. This was something. The Meg. This is another one. Like, where do you put your animal disaster movies? Mine stay here for now. Men. I actually haven't watched Men yet. My Soul to Take. I haven't seen that yet either. The Night House. I haven't watched that yet either. Oculus. I haven't watched that yet. Overlord. This was a wild fucking movie. We've got the Paranormal Activity 6 movie collection. I've only ever seen the 3rd one. Pearl. That was something. Those out of the way. The Poltergeist remake. The original Poltergeist I have on steelbook. We got Pray for the Devil. We've got the Purge 4 movie collection. I've seen all of these except the first Purge. Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. That was a movie. We've got the Saw 8 film collection. I have seen Saw through Saw the Final Chapter. I only haven't seen Jigsaw. And then we've got a regular slipcover of the first Saw. I also have it on steelbook. It'd be interesting if we can get 4Ks of the other ones as they come out. Who knows, though. We've got the Scream 5 movie set. This is only Scream 1 through 3, though, and then there's like 2 Scream behind-the-scenes story movies. But really, it's the first 3 Screams. I also have the first Scream and Scream 2 on Steelbook. We've got The Shining. The Shinin'. We got Smile, probably my favorite horror movie from last year. Spiral from the Book of Saw, garbage, but we saw it in theaters. Us, great movie. The Visit, X. And then finally, for the last one in our horror movie for now, You're Next. We're going to kick it off with the musicals with Cats, best comedy of 2019, I think that was. Dear Evan Hansen, that was a movie. The Greatest Showman. In the Heights. Jersey Boys. La La Land. I also have that on a steelbook. Mamma Mia, the second Mamma Mia I have as a steelbook. Rocket Man, the far superior movie to Bohemian Rhapsody. Rock of Ages. And last, but certainly not least, Singing in the Rain. Kicking off rom-coms, About Last Night. I don't have the remake. The Big Sick. The Broken Hearts Gallery. This is actually the first movie I saw back in theaters after COVID. Crazy Rich Asians. Phenomenal movie. Crazy Stupid Love. Probably my favorite rom-com. Cyrus. Never seen it. The Date Night. Just Date Night. I don't know why I added the in it. The 5-Year Engagement. Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. Very underrated comedy. Rom-com. Home Again. The Intern. Last Christmas. Life as We Know It. The Longest Ride. Love Actually. Love and Other Drugs. Love the Coopers. Marry Me. Morning Glory. I actually haven't seen that movie. Mother's Day. I haven't seen that movie. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. I don't have the first one. No Strings Attached. The Rebound. I haven't seen that movie. Second Act. Something Borrowed. Ticket to Paradise. The Time Traveler's Wife. I haven't seen that movie. What Men Want. I haven't seen that movie. What Happens in Vegas. And last, but certainly not least again, Yesterday. Starting off our sci-fi is 10 Cloverfield Lane. Scratch my nosy. Ad Astra. The Adjustment Bureau. Alien. The rest I have in a box set for Alien. I would love to get 4Ks for the rest of those. Alita Battle Angel. Bring me the one they call Alita. Allegiant. Annihilation. Arrival. The Astronaut's Wife. Avatar. Classic right there. Battleship. Fucking wildly entertaining movie. Bill and Ted Face the Music. I gotta upgrade the other ones. Blade Runner 2049. I'm gonna upgrade the first Blade Runner. Bumblebee. Chappie. Cloud Atlas. Cloverfield. I didn't pick up the Steelbook yet because obviously I have that one. So, I mean, if it drops down in price at some point or if I find some fit for somewhere good, I'll pick it up. Color Out of Space. I actually haven't seen that movie yet. Cowboys and Aliens. Dark City. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I only have the remake ones on Blu-ray and 4K, so I need to get the original ones. Divergent. Doom. Dune. Edge of Tomorrow. Ender's Game. Everything Everywhere All at Once. My favorite movie from last year. Ex Machina. The Fly. I haven't seen that. That's the original. Gattaca. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Gravity. The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games Catching Fire. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I also have the Steelbook box set of all of those. I, Robot. Independence Day. Fucking love that movie. Independence Day Resurgence. I also have that on Steelbook. Interstellar, my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. Jupiter Ascending. That was a movie. Jurassic World. Krull. Never seen this movie. Life. This movie is very underrated. Looper. Love and Monsters. Very underrated movie. The movie is really great. Lucy. I've never seen that. Maggie. Never seen that. Oh, I'm dropping it everywhere. The Martian. The Maze Runner. Oblivion. I've got the second Maze Runner on Steelbook, which I haven't seen, and then I got to pick up the other one. Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim Uprising. Passengers. That was a movie. Paul. Peninsula. That is the sequel to Train to Busan, which I have in Steelbook form. The Postman. This movie is actually not as bad as everyone would have you believe. Power Rangers, a classic right there. I guess this could also go in family, since Power Rangers is kind of for kids, but I don't know. This one's also could technically go in sci-fi. I don't know. I usually go with whatever genre pops up first on IMDb, so I went with sci-fi for now, but you could throw it in family also. Prometheus, that was a movie. Real Steel, classic right there. That's another one that could probably go in family as well, if you were so inclined. Reminiscence. R.I.P.D. That's a movie. Saw that one in theaters, so I had to pick it up. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. RoboCop, the remake. I haven't seen that one. We got Selfless. Shadow in the Cloud. I haven't seen that. The Shape of Water. Love that movie. We've got Star Trek V. I haven't seen that. And Star Trek VI. I haven't seen that either. But we've got the Kelvin trilogy, Star Trek Into Darkness, and Star Trek Beyond. Those ones are all pretty enjoyable. Surrogates, never seen it. Synchronic, this is a solid little movie. Tenet. Terminator Salvation. Terminator Genesis. Terminator Dark Fate. I have Terminator 2 in Steelbook form. Don't have the first Terminator. The Thing. We got Total Recall. I also have that in Steelbook form. And then we've got the remake of Total Recall. I've never actually seen the remake, though. Transcendence. Never seen that. We've got Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Transformers Age of Extinction. I also have an Age of Extinction Steelbook. And Transformers The Last Knight. The first one is the only one I need to still upgrade. We've got Underwater. Valerian. Never seen that movie. Voyagers. War for the Planet of the Apes. The Watch. You could also throw that in comedy if you were so inclined. Weird Science. That could also go in comedy if you were so inclined. And World War Z. This could also, I guess, go in horror if you were so inclined. Whew, we're almost there. We're getting to the end. If you stuck with us this long, you're a gem. You're the man. You're the lady. Pat yourself on the back. We're now diving into sports. We kick it off with 42. It's a great movie. We got American Underdog. We've got Battle of the Sexes. I love sports movies. I love to collect as many of them as possible. The Blind Side. Creed. Creed 2 I have on Steelbook. Days of Thunder. Draft Day. Field of Dreams. One of my favorite sports movies. The Fighter. One of my favorite movies, probably my favorite movie from 2019. Ford v Ferrari. Foxcatcher. Grudge Match. I, Tonya. It's a fucking fantastic movie. Invictus. King Richard. Dropping shit. Moneyball. Rush. Underrated racing movie right there. Southpaw. And then last in my one for now, Trouble with the Curve. I have a whole bunch more on DVD that I need to upgrade, that I hope to in the future because I love sports movies. Now we go into our superhero movies. You won't see any of the MCU in here because that is part of the Disney collection, which we went through in a previous video. This is just all the other superhero movies that are not in any way, shape, or form part of Disney or the MCU. We kick it off with The Amazing Spider-Man. We have The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Blade. Deadpool. I hope we get the other Blade movies in 4K. That's why I'm kind of holding off on upgrading those ones right now. The Green Lantern. That's a movie. Joker. The shitty Justice League. The less shitty, but still shitty Justice League. Logan. Man of Steel. Morbius. That's a movie. The New Mutants, that is also a movie. Shazam. The Spider-Man trilogy. I would love to get steelbooks or like regular slipcover individual releases of those ones at some point in the future. The Suicide Squad. Well, this is just regular Suicide Squad. And then you got The Suicide Squad. The Wolverine. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 1984. That's a fucking movie and a half. X-Men First Class. X-Men Days of Futures Past. They should have stopped at that after that one. But then we made X-Men Apocalypse. And whatever this movie is. X-Men Origins Wolverine. We start our thrillers with 3 Days of the Condor. Classic movie. 21 Bridges. Great fucking movie. We got 21 bridges in and out of Manhattan. Shut them down. A Clockwork Orange. A Simple Favor. A Quiet Place Part 2. I have the first Quiet Place and actually the second one as well on Steelbook. A Walk Among the Tombstones. The Accountant. Bad Times at the El Royale. Beast. Black Rain. Black Hat. Blue Thunder. Body of Lies. Brawl in Cell Block 99. The Card Counter. Clear and Present Danger, the only of the Jack Ryan movies that we're waiting for that 4K of. Cold Pursuit. Collateral. Classic movie right there. Love that movie. Contagion. Fucking, that's a wild movie as well. Dead Man Down. Death on the Nile. Den of Thieves. Gerard Butler, baby, is always there. The Departed. Detroit. Fantastic movie. Don't Worry, Darling. That was a movie. The Double. I haven't seen that. The Drop. Emily the Criminal. I haven't watched that one yet. The Equalizer. The Equalizer 2. I actually have the Equalizer 2 on Steelbook as well. Everest. Eyes Wide Shut. The Fall. I haven't watched that one yet. Fatal Attraction. Classic movie. The Gambler. Gangster Squad. The Gift. The Girl on the Train. We got Gone Girl. Oh my God. Just knocking shit everywhere. Hell or High Water. I actually have that on Steelbook as well. The Hunt. Inferno. I gotta upgrade Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code. The Invisible Man. Fucking love that movie. Kill the Messenger. Knives Out. They better release Glass Onion on physical media. That's all I'm saying. Last Night in Soho. Really good movie from last year. Law Abiding Citizen. You can always rely on a Gerard Butler movie, baby. Limitless. And The Little Things. We've got Logan Lucky. Man on Fire. The Original Manchurian Candidate. The Menu. Freaking love that movie. Money Monster. Underrated movie with George Clooney and Julia Roberts. Murder in the First. Murder on the Orient Express. Mystic River. Fantastic movie. One of my favorite movies ever, Nightcrawler. We got Nightmare Alley. No Escape. Nocturnal Animals. Now You See Me. Now You Don't, which is what this movie should have been called. Now You See Me Too. Old. Out of the Furnace. Out of Time. Parasite. The Peacemaker. That's a movie. The Pelican Brief. The Perfect Guy. Phone Booth. Super entertaining movie that is. Pride and Glory. Run All Night. Runaway Jury. Sabotage. Safe House. Sanctum. I haven't seen that movie. Secret in Their Eyes. The Shallows. Shutter Island. Fantastic movie that is. Sicario, Day of the Soldado, right? Soldado, yeah. The first one I have on Steelbook. We got The Siege. It's a great movie. Snake Eyes. That's another solid movie. Snitch. Split. I got Unbreakable and Steelbook, and I still don't own Glass. I got to get that one. Sunset Boulevard, one of my favorite Billy Wilder movies of all time. Those Who Wish Me Dead. Torn Curtain. I haven't seen that one. The Tourist. I haven't seen that. The Town. Fantastic movie. Trespass. I haven't seen that. Uncut Gems. Just one long anxiety attack. Unknown. V for Vendetta. Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps. I need to upgrade the first movie. Wind River. Fantastic. Fantastic movie. And then last but not least in the thriller section is Wrath of Man. Only two genres left, and they are two of my favorites. That is war and Western. They are the creme de la creme for me. We kick off our war section with 12 Strong, 13 Hours, Allied, Black Hawk Down, Braveheart, The Courier, Darkest Hour. I actually haven't seen Darkest Hour yet. Dunkirk, Full Metal Jacket, Fury, The Guns of Navarone. Fantastic movie. Hacksaw Ridge. I actually have that on Steelbook as well. Heart's War. I haven't seen that movie yet. The Imitation Game. Inglourious Bastards. Jojo Rabbit. The Last Knights. I actually haven't seen that movie yet. Letters from Iwo Jima. I haven't seen that movie. Lone Survivor. Megan Levy. I haven't seen that movie. Midway. Miracle at St. Anna. I haven't seen that movie. The Monuments Men. I haven't seen that movie. The Patriot. That's a movie. That's a movie right there. Red Tails, haven't seen that. Troy, fucking love that movie. Unbroken. And We Were Soldiers. And then now we finish it off with the Westerns. Ain't Them Bodies Saints. The Big Gun Down, fantastic Western. Bone Tomahawk. Brimstone. Duck You Sucker, haven't seen that one yet. The Duel. The Great Silence, one of my favorite Western movies. Should absolutely check that one out if you haven't. Hang 'em High, fucking classic. The Hateful Eight. The Homesman, haven't seen that one yet. Hostiles. In a Valley of Violence. Jane Got a Gun. The Last Son, haven't seen that one yet. Last Train from Gun Hill, this movie is fantastic. Let Him Go. The remake of The Magnificent Seven, gotta upgrade the original, which I believe is coming out on 4K soon, if I'm not mistaken. News of the World. Once Upon a Time in the West, my favorite Western movie of all time. Pale Rider. The Revenant. The True Grit remake. And then last but not least in this whole shebang is The Wild Bunch. And that'll do it for my collection. That puts a stamp on it. We had a 3-part video between Steelbooks, part 1 of the collection and part 2 now. That was a wild ride of movies we have collected so much over the past year. It's going to be great to do this again next year and see just how much the collection has grown again since then, how many more DVDs we were able to upgrade, and all the new stuff that came out as well. So if you've made it this far, I appreciate you hanging around. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like these videos, you want to see more of them. Just keep chugging along, give that support right there. And until next time, you have been you, I have been me. These are the movies that we love so much, and I'll see you at the movies.